Hey everyone, Stacie Koroly here, and I am beyond psyched for today because I have not done an interview in a long time. As you know, I love talking to the top of our real estate industry, whether it's marketing or really anything, video, social media marketing. I like talking to the best of the best, and I have it today in Travis Tom. Travis, how you doing?
Stacie, I'm doing excellent. Thank you for having me on. I'm really excited to dive into this.
I love it, and I will record this so that we can share it later on. But let's go in it right away. Please introduce yourself and some background information and what you're up to right now.
Absolutely. So I'm a Facebook marketing strategist, a digital marketing strategist for the real estate industry. I have been in this industry since, over 20 years. I started off as a real estate agent when I was 18, 19 years old. And over that period of time, I fell in love with the marketing, advertising aspect of everything. I'm a badged and certified Facebook marketing partner. I also sit on the advisory board at Facebook headquarters for the real estate vertical. So fly out to Facebook headquarters and work with their specific team and about real estate. And we spent millions of dollars on Facebook ads, specifically for real estate all throughout North America. Now, part of what we've done is I've seen what works and what doesn't work in
Yes.
advertising, right? And so a lot of it, Facebook advertising, can be time consuming and difficult if you go in the Facebook ad manager. A lot of people have probably gone in there and it feels like you're trying to fly a 747, right?
It is not, it's not user friendly. I don't think it is at all. And
Yeah.
I'm happy that there's people like you out there that spend the time and you can navigate really quickly.
And that's the issue, right? Is it takes an hour and a half to 2 hours to create a Facebook ad campaign with all the different bells and whistles, right? There's about 400 digital touch points you got to click, and if you get the wrong one, or if you don't switch off a certain check mark on something, the campaign can go in a completely different direction. So that's why I built Walled Garden, which is a Facebook marketing software that easily launches Facebook ad campaigns. So if you don't mind, I was going to jump in and show everyone.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And kind of a brief overview too. So, when I was in real estate, I had 3 different real estate companies that I built. And at the height of my career, I had 279 listings. And through that process, building up to that level, I had this rinse and repeat methodology that I created, which was really taking every listing that I would get. And starting off, I could only get listings from friends and family, right? And I started off with just those. I said, I have to make a lot of noise about these listings, and I got to get it out on social media. Well, my first couple of years in real estate, social media really wasn't available just yet, right? It's the early 2000s. And then 2006 came along, and I started playing with the ad manager and tools, and I would take a listing and get it out in front of as many people as possible. And my goal was to get 1 listing appointment and 2 buyer appointments from every single ad I did. And I'm going to walk through a couple of different strategies that are things that I did and things that I've consulted on and coached to thousands of different agents throughout the country and help them.
Awesome.
So this is Walled Garden, walledgardenhq.com. When you log in, you're going to verify if you're an agent or if you're a lender. We do have a lender side of this. And as an agent, and I've already gone through some of these steps here, but as an agent, you're going to verify your MLS.
Okay.
And we are nationwide. And when you verify your MLS, it's going to then populate all of your listings. Now, all of the listings either for your brokerage, if you use your brokerage or office MLS ID, or all of your listings, or if you're borrowing a listing from a colleague and you've got that gave you permission, then you can market their listings if you don't have any. So I'm going to take, let's say this one, for example. I'm going to pretend that I'm this agent Dominic here. I'm going to hit view ad options. And what it's going to do is it's going to instantly create that Facebook ad campaign for me. So automatically it created the ad copy, it created the ad image, the headline, some basic stats, And you can do a carousel image, or I can just do the single image right here. Now,
Okay.
behind this is a Facebook lead ad. So this is a lead generation campaign. So the software is automatically then created a form, which basically is asking for the person's first name, last name, phone number, email, and then 2 qualifying questions, which are, when do you plan on buying a home, which is multiple choice, and the most important one, I feel, which is, do you currently own a home, yes or no? And if they say yes, they currently own a home, well, that is a seller lead, right? That's someone that plans to buy and sell. And most homeowners are buyers first, sellers second, right? They're trying to identify, where is the market headed? We need to find a property or find an area we want to live in. And so they're focused on more property centric type of ads like this. And then you're fishing upstream because you're asking qualifying questions if they're a buyer or a seller, right? So if they're a seller, then we have an opportunity to get in front of them, right, and win the listing. So with this, it's already written all of this. It's already built up the Facebook lead ad form. Now, if you want to change this at all, we've got this top copy, and we can do an open house, or we can do like a just hit the market. I'm going to say price, location, and photos, because that gets a really high click-through rate. And by the way, we've battle tested these. We did over 10,000 different ad campaigns and cherry picked the ones that got the highest click-through rate. This is called top copy. So part of the ad copy that is the top copy that draws people in. You can edit this or change it. It comes directly from the listing description. You can scroll through and find the property image that's going to give you the best visual. A little pro tip here: we do suggest that you choose an exterior photo. Reason why is because we did eye tracking studies with Facebook and found out that people have a much higher appeal and drawn to exterior images, which get a
I love that. I never okay, so that's good to know. All right.
yeah. It's funny, yeah, because Stacie, the opposite is for renters. Renters want to see the interior of a
Okay.
property, and people that want to buy a home want to see the exterior. So curbs, side images, looking up at the property, almost like you're driving up, for Thanksgiving, and you see the property. For some reason, from a psychological perspective, that gets a lot more people to click on the ad. And the click-through rate, right, is people clicking on the ad, moving forward to the Facebook lead form where they're going to fill out the details. So the higher the click-through rate, the more leads, which means
Okay.
lower cost per lead and higher volume. Now, we also run the ads on Instagram. So Instagram feed, Instagram stories. So instantly we create a little dynamic video here, and it's a little bit more dynamic inside the actual Instagram ad itself, because this text moves along with this bottom image here. So we get to get in front of a lot more people. And then you choose the single property website you want to use. So we're going to use this one. And so instantly, when someone clicks on this ad and it is taken through the Facebook lead form, then they're going to be sent over to this single property website that is instantly created for this ad campaign.
So, Travis, let me ask you real quick. Can you do Instagram, Reel, Story? Can you do them all at the same time?
You can run
Or
them all
what
at
do
the
you
same
suggest?
time. Yes, yes. So we built it in to where it automatically runs all on Facebook and Instagram. Automatically for you. So it's going to run on stories. So Instagram stories, Instagram feed, Instagram Explorer, and then Facebook. So the Facebook news feed, Facebook Marketplace, all the other different places within Facebook placement. Now we do it automatically for you for 2 reasons. One, that way you don't have to try and choose if you want, trying to set it up where it should go. 2, it gets a lot more reach, which means it gets in front of a lot more buyers and sellers, right? So
That's what I want to hear, because when I try and create is an open house ad on Facebook,
yes,
the number of clicks that I have to do, and it's so much work, it's time consuming. And I still, even after all these years, have not been able to get it down to a science. And it's nice to know that you've been to their headquarters. And what did you say that you were? You were certified. What was it
uh,
for Facebook?
yeah, we're a certified Facebook marketing partner, which means that
Okay.
we've spent we've spent a lot of money, and
Okay.
based on our ad spend plus then the quality of our ads. At a certain point, then Facebook reaches out and they recognize that you have done tens of thousands of ads and you've gone through all these different things. They basically unlock different features and different tools and access to more people inside of Facebook headquarters, and so you get badged and get certified as being a Facebook marketing partner.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, cool. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so Walled Garden itself is also badged and certified for several different things within Facebook because of everything we've built, which then is passed on to everyone that uses Walled Garden, right? All the benefits there. So this single party website, like I said, is instantly created in less than 50 milliseconds. So you don't have to upload anything or try to write any kind of website copy. It has been pre-built for you, and it looks great on mobile. It is fast loading, and it's really designed for Facebook, the way that the site loads and the speed. So that it works in conjunction with what Facebook looks for in terms of creating a higher weighted preference in the Facebook ad auction. Now, if you want to, let's say, well, let me go back to the targeting aspect of it. So targeting is actually automatically done. Automatically, we leverage about 50,000 unique data points. We identify buyers and sellers that are looking to buy a home or sell a home in the near future, surrounded within a 15-mile radius of the property address. Now, if you want to target outside of that, let's say you want to target a completely different city, maybe we want to target people in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Well, we can do that. Now, this is going to run to out-of-state buyers that are interested in buying a home in your market area. So we actually look at different data points and say, people that are in Austin, Texas are going to see this ad, and now we're running an out-of-state buyer campaign, right? Generating those
Okay.
there. Yeah, which is pretty cool. So once you go through, and we're going to spend 10 days, $10 a day. If you want, you can change that to 30 or something in between, and same thing with the ad budget.
Let me ask you this. I never know how long to run an ad. How much should I throw at it on a daily basis?
And so there's kind of a science, an art and science behind it, which is it used to be if you're building an ad campaign inside the Facebook ad manager, that you would build an audience of, let's say, 100,000 people in there. And the golden rule of thumb was that you would spend $10 a day per 100,000 people in the ad audience. Now, that rule still exists. There's just a couple different variations and changes that Facebook has made over time that we've built in a couple different levers and metrics to look for when it grows the audience, that the ad budget is moved around based on if they're on Instagram or on Facebook during that hour. So it's moving the budget around to all the people that are more than likely to engage with the ad. So at a bare minimum, 10 days is what we suggest at $10 a day, because anything less than 10, it's going to be hard for Facebook to really exit what's called the learning phase. The learning phase is where Facebook and Instagram ads, they're going through, it's showing the ad to specific people, they're trying to get people to engage with it, and then it learns from the people that are engaging with it and says, hey, we're going to find more people just like them, and creates kind of a dynamic lookalike audience in real time based on the engagement and the leads that are coming through. So it needs time to learn for it to grow and kind of compound from there. Okay. So if you're only doing it for, let's say, 3 days, it's just not enough time with this kind of budget or ad spend. So we have it set at a basic measurement, and the audience size is selected for you in the background to be relevant to the actual ad spend that's taking place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. So you're creating the ad. You are targeting it based on all the different points that you have found to be the most successful. And then now you're taking that possible seller or buyer to a different link, which is a website, or what is it?
Exactly. So once they click on this form, once they click on this ad, they go through the Facebook lead ad form, and those leads are sent to the agent via text, via email, routed to the preferred CRM. And then they're instantly sent over to a web page here that we instantly create. That is a walled garden. It's part of walled garden. So it's a walled garden single property website that those buyers, right, or sellers, both of them end up on. And then from there, they can click to call, tap to email, right, whatever it might be. They've got several different call to actions there.
So this is cool. You could use that as during your listing presentation and say, hey, not only do I do this, but this
Absolutely.
is, I can get your ad or your house in front of more eyeballs.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And now that you mentioned that, let me walk you through right after this what that looks like and how to leverage that. So this, then you go through the payment details, right, and add that there. Then within about 5 minutes, the ad will be off and running. So our software actually slipstreams the ad to get automatically approved. So we don't get denied or rejected,
Right.
right? Which about
That's happened to me.
yeah,
I keep
you're
an
you're
eye
not alone.
and
You're not
reject
alone in
it.
that. There's about 60% of agents that get their ads denied or rejected.
Yeah, and you don't know why, and you appeal it, and then you're like left in limbo.
There's little over 40 different key identifying reasons why, and
Okay.
you got to keep you rejected. So what we do is we have software in the background of walled garden that looks for all of those 40 plus different reasons, and we have built it to where then you either suppress those reasons or change it. So for instance, if it would say something about a wine cellar in the ad copy, that would identify Facebook. That would be basically ping Facebook. Facebook's AI would say, hey, looks like it's, you've got something about a wine cellar, you got alcohol, you're selling alcohol to minors because of the ad
Oh my
category that we have
gosh.
here. So we're going to reject the ad. So what our software does is it will omit those words, certain words that we use or certain
Okay.
things that are done. It'll rewrite the ad copy or omit it completely. And so that way it is always 100% compliant, never gets rejected or denied.
That is awesome. So I have a better idea of how to capture buyers and then sellers with your form, asking the right questions. Do you currently own a house? Yes, that
Yeah.
is potential seller lead for you. Okay, now what else? Like, I want to learn how can you sign up for it and what does it cost? But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to keep on looking at this real quick.
Yes, let's go through a couple of things first. So just as a reminder, so it takes less than 30 seconds, right, to really launch this. So if I just hit view Facebook ad, and it's going to create the ad for me. I already have like an open house one I created here. Let's say I'm going to do carousel, hit that. I want to run this for, let's say, I've got my open house is 15 days out, hit purchase, and now it's ready to go. So less than 30 seconds, right? I have a full
That's
lead
awesome.
generation, right? Facebook ad campaign, single property website, ready.
And it looks clean and crisp.
And that too, that's so important because sometimes, you get a single property website out there and it looks like it's from 2004 or it's just an MLS sheet that's, a little bit more glorified. And we wanted something that builds a brand around the actual
I like it.
property itself. So the homeowner feels like, hey, you've been, doing some cool marketing just for me. So let's say we're running an ad campaign. And this is one that I had running and I canceled it. So I didn't run the full 10 days. But during that time, I got 12 leads, got in front of about 1,300 people there. And they saw it about twice from a brand awareness standpoint, right? We got some nice frequency there. Now, the leads that came through, we get their first name, last name, phone number, email, when they plan on buying a home, and then if they currently own a home, yes or no. So this one, let's say Sam Valencia here, I would follow up. This is part of the strategy, right? I would follow up via text message and say, hey, Sam, thanks so much for checking the property I posted on Facebook. I saw that you mentioned that you currently own a home. Right now, I'm building out about 5 custom home valuations for some past clients of mine in the area. As you know, property prices have been on a roller coaster ride for the past several years. I would love to give you an updated valuation of what your home is worth in today's market. Would you like me to send you one? That right there is a great type of customer service oriented follow-up because for people like Sam that are inquiring about a property, they're already trained over the years to feel like, all right, they're going to call me or send me an email or follow up and ask if I'm pre-approved, do I want to see the home, or am
Right.
I working with an agent, right? All of those are immediately going to put up a wall for most people unless they're a really hot prospect, and it's going to repel them in a way because that's not necessarily building any value for them. The way to follow up there is offering more value and recognizing this is someone that owns a home and I'm providing more value. It's a customer service oriented type of follow up where it allows them to really kind of feel a little bit more relaxed. They can drop their guard. They can go, oh, this person is actively trying to help me, and I see they mentioned that they're working with 5 other people,
Right.
past clients. And so most agents, right, sadly enough, and I've been there, we sell a home and we typically then don't talk to that person for years until we
Right.
need another deal, right? But this shows social proof. Hey, I'm following up and I'm saying I've got these 5 custom home valuations I'm creating. So it shows that you're still active with past clients. You're still active in the market. You're trying to update people, and there's some sort of social proof and success centered around that. That's how I would get listings, is I would follow up in that way and turn these leads into then listing appointments and follow up with them. Now, let's say we've got one that says 6 months out and yes, they want to buy a home. I'm going to look for one that says no, just looking. And so let's say Barbara, right? Barbara says just looking. So I would follow up Barbara and say, hey, Barbara, thanks so much for checking out the property that I posted on Facebook. I'm not quite sure if you're going to be in town this weekend, but I'm creating a list of open houses for some clients of mine. I'm more than happy to send one to you. It's an open house list that is similar to the property that you inquired about. Right.
I have to stress this, that most agents, and I have I've done the same thing, asking, hey, do you want to see this house? Do you want this? And you're asking instead of offering value. There's a huge difference. And that's something in the tool belt that agents haven't had to use in quite some time.
Yeah.
So I love would you like a property evaluation? Would you like that? You were wise beyond your years, Travis. That was early 2000s.
Early 2000s. And I owe it to a certain book, so it's not just me. Because I had several frustrating years starting off in real estate, mainly because I was so young. People didn't really trust me to sell their property because I looked just like a kid.
You were 18, well, you were a kid. You were 18, 19.
I was a baby, right? Yeah, I would not trust an 18-year-old with my with my home selling it right now. But my parents gave me a book, because my parents were in advertising, and they also owned real estate businesses, escrow companies. And so I grew up in the real estate world, but also in marketing. And I was so frustrated. So they gave me this book called Stephen Covey, 7 Highly Effective Habits.
Yes.
And in their book, there was this one paragraph that stuck out, which said that you need to make an emotional deposit with someone before you can make a withdrawal. Otherwise, it's going to end up in a negative balance. And that has transcended into pretty much all marketing that I do. And so if we're looking at through the lens of, I need to make an emotional deposit with a buyer or seller before I can make a withdrawal. Well, number one is that micro conversion of the Facebook ad. We're giving them an item of value, right? Get access to this property. Now that's kind of micro value number one. And then value number two, we're making another emotional deposit is we're asking, can I, get you an updated property valuation? Can I get you a list of open houses? Can I, I'm here to serve. So if already you can put in their mind that you are already acting almost on the behalf of them, as treating them as a client before
Yes.
they're even a client, then that is going to pre-frame the rest of how that conversation is going to go typically, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So those are the strategies that I would use then to make sure that, from this ad that I'm getting a listing appointment and I'm getting a couple buyer appointments out of that, right? Converting those folks into buyers and seller clients for myself. Now, there's a seller report here that You can then send to the homeowner. It's a marketing report. You can send via text or via email. You just type in the homeowner's phone number and email there. And then once that's done, automatically at the end of this campaign, it's going to send out this auto-generated marketing report. It's a seller report for the homeowner, shows their property, their address, shows the Facebook ad that you created and ran, and then the targeting radius of where you ran it. And they get to see, oh, great, this got 2,200 impressions, had an audience of 1,300 people, got some sellers and some buyers interested in there. And then when I purchased it, agent's photo, name, email, and then a link to the Swinger Party website. So what this does, because that was a huge question I always got from my homeowners, whether the property was sitting on the market for longer than expected, or if it was a brand new listing that I just had, and they said, you know what, Travis, we just put it on MLS with you. We didn't ask, how are you actually going to market this in today's market? This is the best way to follow up with them automatically without you having to create anything. And this shows them, hey, I built a beautiful single property website for you, right? And now we're running a Facebook ad campaign and getting this out to thousands of people. We've got a lot of prospects that are inquiring about the home. And here's an updated report. It's a dynamic report, so I'm going to send it to you right now. Check on it throughout the week and the next 2 weeks. You're going to see that those stats are going to change and increase right there. Now,
So
this is awesome.
I do like this. It looks much better than a home snap, which
Yeah,
isn't, I think it's transforming into something else. But when you see certain ads, you're like, oh, okay, that's what it is. And it's generic and it's like, it looks okay. It's not like unbelievable. I
right.
love the way the look of this for Instagram and Facebook. Like it looks professional. It looks awesome and inviting, really.
Thank you. Thank you. We spent a lot of time trying to make it as clean as possible,
Mhm.
but also just as a little personalized, because as a homeowner, if you see your backyard or the front of your house, right, with this photo as the background here, and see the Facebook ad, it feels like that you've got the power of a digital marketing agency behind you,
There
and
is.
right, and that it's a team that's gathering this, and they don't know that it's just a couple of clicks of a button and it's software doing it for you, but they feel like this is something that you have personally created and spent a lot of time and money doing. Now, the other part of this is that let's say that you just got this listing and you ran this ad, you've got a listing appointment. Well, now you're going to take this to the listing appointment and show them. We just listed a brand new property and we create a seller report for you. This is what we do. We build a single property website, just like this. We run this Facebook ad right here. We're generating interested, prospects that are coming through. We're getting it seen by thousands of people. So, a listing appointment, they're going to see this and say, wow, you're using best in class technology. You're innovative. You're really getting out there. The other people that I've talked to haven't really shown me something like this, and we want to list with you. So it's a different way to be able to get in front of people, get in front of sellers, where you can generate sellers from this, and then present to them the tools that you use to generate them as a lead, and say, this is how we market properties, right, and start to get in front of them as well.
I love it. Now I wanted to ask you two things. One
Yes.
thing, how can agents find you? And then number two, what are some takeaways, like one or two tips that you would give to agents for Facebook?
Absolutely. So they can get a hold of me. They can find this tool, walledgardenhq.com, like headquarters. So
Yes.
walledgardenhq.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Travis Tom. You can find me there and send me something on Messenger. That's where I communicate a lot of the time. Now, in terms of what agents should be doing, this is something that I work with some of the top teams in
I
North
know
America,
you do.
right? And so I've been able to see what they're working on and their mindset and their strategy. And I can tell you right now, they are all leaning in on Facebook and Instagram right now, because they know that during these market shifts, this is a time to get more market share, where other people are starting to retreat back,
Right.
right? They're marching forward. Now, there's a couple of different ways to approach this, not just from lead generation, but we also have to think of this is what I call the perfect funnel. And the perfect funnel is a couple of different things. One, you are leveraging every listing that you can get your hands on. If that's your listings and you're promoting them, that's great. We're generating buyers and sellers from that. If you don't have a listing, then work your office, work your colleagues, and say, just like if you're going to hold an open house for them, you can say, hey, I want to create a Facebook ad for your listing. Do you mind if I get access to that? And they give you permission, find their MLS ID number, look up their brokerage, populate their listings, and then you can use walled garden to run an ad for that, right? That's one part of it. The second part is that you should then be retargeting your leads. Retarget the people that engage with your ads and your leads. This is critical because we know that about 8 to 12, well, your prospects are visiting about 8 to 12 other websites. Your competitors, people in your local area, Realtor.com, Zillow, right? Which then they can get siphoned into, a whole other type of funnel to other people. So you want to make sure that you're retargeting them because a lot of these, 35 to 40% of the leads coming through are homeowners, and they're going to be buyers first, sellers second. And we know that historically, 67% of buyers and sellers work with the first agent they have a conversation with. So now it's a game of who can out retarget the competition. So if you can stay.
We froze for a little bit, I think.
I'm sorry, did I lose you?
Yes. You were talking about retargeting. I don't know how to do that. I'm guessing walled garden can do it.
It can. It can. So let me take you through. This is basically the video ad tool. And with this, you want to be able to retarget those leads that are coming.
Oh, you did it again. Travis. You there?
Oh, did I lose you?
Yeah, just for like 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay, sorry about that. Let me see if I can turn off my my phone there. It's kind of interfering. And so with this, retargeting those leads during their decision cycle is so critical because they might be 30 days, 60 days, 4 months out, right, from buying a home. So you need to keep in front of them. And this is what you would call a persuasion and influence type of campaign, where you want to pre-frame in their mind that you are the authority figure, the right person to work with, that they should choose you. And you do that by running ad campaigns, right, that are going to retarget them so that way you become top of mind. And that frequency illusion, right, omnipresence. So that's one part of it. And let me show you what that looks like here. So I'm going to type in, I'm going to find one video that's this one here. You can do vertical or square. So I'm going to upload that. And then now I can edit this and I can add my headline, right? I can add my ad copy here, and then I can direct them to a specific landing page or website.
That was my question. Like, where are these people going? Okay.
Exactly. So you can type that in there. And so now I have this video ad, right? And it can be any kind of video you want, right? Whatever it might be. But I got this video ad, then retargeting those folks. Now, there's a couple different things here. One, we can retarget them. We can retarget all of our walled garden leads with one click here. This
Awesome.
engagement audience, right? Which is super exciting because what this does is it doesn't just retarget all of the leads you generated through the walled garden ads. It also will retarget people that have watched your videos on your Facebook business page, that have visited your Instagram profile or watched your stories or DM'd you.
So past ones, you have access? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And can you upload anybody into this or no?
You can. Okay. And so you can upload people here. So let's say I want to upload my sphere of influence. Then I got a CSV file, right? I can upload here, give it a name. And then now I have this. I can run this video ad campaign to retarget and nurture my entire sphere of influence to try and get more referrals.
Up to how many people can you add?
Well, as many as you want. The highest I've seen, there is an agent in Texas that just uploaded 86,000 people
Oh my gosh.
into walled garden. So He's running a lot of different videos to his sphere of influence, retargeting them, his database there. You can also, let's say you're uploading a list of homeowners. Maybe you're working with a title company where you had got some sort of data from one of those data companies, and you're going to do some digital farming, right? And maybe you might have, let's say, 5,000 people in there. I would suggest doing a video of a market update about that specific area or community, show key landmarks of that community, talk about the average sell price, days on market, what's going on there, B-roll shots of the area. And if you don't have a listing in there just yet, this is a trick that I used to do, which is I would then put my sign in my front yard, and I would get a close-up shot
No
of my
way.
real estate sign, right?
That's awesome.
And then I would, take the sign out, put it back in my garage. But at least then when that video runs, you're talking about their community, they see your real estate brand and your real estate sign in the video as you're talking about a market update for their community.
Yes.
The two and two go together. So from a psychological perspective, they go, oh, right, Stacie's listing properties in my area, and it builds this type of frequency illusion where they go, oh yeah, Stacie's an expert in our market. She lists a lot of homes in our market. You should talk to her. So then when you do have a real estate sign in there, then do another video, a video tour of that property, and run it to that same audience to reinforce the echo chamber that you are the listing agent, right, for that specific community.
So how long should the video be? What's your recommendation?
I would suggest, you can do 3 minutes.
Oh God, I
You
just lost
can
you.
do longer than 3 minutes, but I would try to keep it under. Shortest I would do, is around 30 seconds.
Okay.
But it would be ideal to have something that's like, something that's 30 seconds or less is ideal. I
Okay.
I have a really hard time creating short videos. So I have had to really work hard on training myself to be, really quick if I just want to get like a really short video out. But most, do really well in that 1 minute to 2 minute kind of range if you're doing something like a market update or a video, whatever that might be. Yeah.
I love the market update, retargeting with that, and then everybody that you have in your database, because again, you're giving them value. You're not asking for anything. You're
Right.
educating them, and you are the face of that area and being an expert, really.
And it's exactly, and that's the way to nurture that audience, because if they're seeing your ads, and we built these for high frequency, meaning that they're going to see your ads multiple
Does
times.
it say sponsored at the top? Will it look like an ad?
It'll say sponsored here, but,
Okay.
if you're using and then here's a trick that I do a lot, which is I have a Facebook business page that is just my name. It says Travis Tom, and it has my profile photo of me. And what that does is it looks like it's me personally posting. And so
Mhm.
people typically then they look at the ad creative, and they might look at what this is. It doesn't have too much of an impact, but if you have a personal page, that's like a personal brand, which I think every agent should,
Yeah.
that builds a little bit more attention where they go, oh, hey, it's Stacie. So,
Okay.
I would work on that. Now, you can also, let's say, do a brand awareness campaign where you can target an audience here. And so let's say we're going to target, Miami, Florida. Just type in the area, and it's instantly going to then target buyers and sellers in that specific market. And then you don't
Awesome.
need to do anything else. Yeah. So you got brand awareness here, right? So this is a brand awareness campaign, getting a lot of eyeballs on it. This is the one-click custom creation of a page engagement audience. Anyone that's engaged with your Facebook business page, watched your videos, watched your stories, and all of your walled garden leads. And that's up to the past 365 days. So the past year, it'll build an audience of those.
I'm glad that you said that. I have a stupid question right now. So
Yeah.
on Instagram, I put in a 6-second video that my youngest daughter had made of us freeing our goldfish that we had one at a fair that's 5 years old.
Yeah.
That sucker got over 13,000 views.
Oh,
So
wow.
on Instagram, you're saying that like those people you capture and then now they're going to go out to that?
Yes. So if that was on your Instagram business page,
Yes.
then yes, absolutely.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So anyone that engaged with any of your Instagram
Oh my
or
God.
Facebook, just this, and it's gonna have that audience and run directly to them.
That is awesome. Okay, so now does it matter how many people you have? Is it the same cost, or can someone do it once with you, or is it a monthly or
Yeah.
subscription?
So with Walled Garden, we've got two separate kind of plans. Let me see if I can pull up the pricing tab here, which is we have a pay as you go, and then we have Walled Garden Pro. And the differences there are this essentially. So basic, which is the pay as you go, so it's $0 a month. That gives you access to um, property ads. So just the property ads itself, you can
Okay.
log in, you can run an ad for that specific property, and our service fee there is at $39 plus 15% of the ad spend. So you're just logging in saying, I want to just run one or two ads for one or two listings I have, and that's going to run. It's going to then build out a single property website. It's going to have the lead routing, lead generation, right? The lead reporting tool. It has all of that. Now, Walled Garden Pro, that's $149 per month. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can go kick the tires, kind of get a feel of what it is. Walled Garden Pro gives you access to creating an unlimited amount of single property websites. So if you don't even want to create an ad, let's say you just want to create a single property website on the go, you can do that inside of Walled Garden. Get the link. It's one click, instantly creates a site. You get a link for it. You can then put that on a QR code, on a flyer, or email it, or post it on social media, or text it out. So unlimited amount of those. 3 different single party website themes. So not just the one that I showed you, which is our standard. We got luxury, we've got a modern one. So unlocks those. And then unlimited video ads. So that way unlocks the video
Okay.
ad tool, right? And then you can retarget people, run brand awareness campaigns, and then it also gives you access to the seller report. So the seller marketing report and all those details there. So and it's month to month, right? Cancel anytime. You can do that inside of your dashboard under the account tab here. I'm on the pro subscription, so I can just go there, cancel, right, and then you've got access. We do connect to Zapier. So if you've got a CRM that you want to tap into with Zapier there, you can upload your custom audiences here. You get your purchase history of all the different receipts, and a PDF receipt you can download. So it's all there for you, in a really simple, easy to use manner.
I like seeing so you can see the total audience size, all this good stuff. It's easy to read.
Yes.
And it just makes life easier. I mean, you brought up an awesome point when you said that a lot of agents are pulling back on their marketing. They're not spending as much. And that's exactly when you should be, is right now,
Right.
because most of the people are not. So he or she who is in front of the most people on social media is the one that's going to capture the business,
Yes.
short term and long term, I believe.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, and here's the thing is that every lead, every person that or prospect that you generate, they have I guarantee you that they probably have a family member or a friend that's a real estate agent, and that family member or friend, this real estate agent, is probably failing to nurture that prospect,
Yes.
failing to communicate, right, that they're in the business and that they can help them. And so anytime you're doing any kind of marketing, whether it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or postcard marketing, and you're trying to attract people, you're really taking a group of people from another agent's sphere of influence that they're probably not either marketing to or leveraging. So when we think about it, marketing itself isn't just to a cold audience. You have a gold mine of friends and family and past clients, right, that you need to nurture, because that's where a vast majority of business comes from, is all those people that already know you, love you, and trust you. So if you can stay in front of them, nurture them with video campaigns, and then if you want to then follow up with them via email, newsletter, you're going to see that you're going to get a higher open rate. more people messaging you. You see them at the barbecue or, a graduation party, whatever it might be. They're going to say, hey, I just saw that video you posted about, that new property. My sister's moving into town and, she just had another kid. And so they want a bigger home. Would love to connect you. It's all of those things that help keep you in front of the people that are already primed and ready to work with you. They just need to be reminded, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's not in your face. It's not, use me, pick me. I want to list your house. I want your business. I'm a realtor. How can I help? Like, it's none of that. And that's what I like about it.
Exactly. It's coming up with the right, type of videos. And if you're already running video campaigns, you need to get it out there to people that either already know you, that maybe haven't seen it. Because if you're creating a video and you're just posting it on Facebook,
yes,
odds are, right, organically, not many people are going to see that video. In that video, you would extend the lifetime value of that by making sure that you can get it out to as many people as possible. So run it as a brand awareness campaign, nurture your sphere of influence with that video, run it to all the people who've engaged with your profile on Facebook and Instagram, and retarget all those leads. So it's a very powerful tool when used right. And, like I mentioned, back at the height of my real estate career, I was managing a lot of agents. I had, 279 listings. I was
oh, geez, you did it again. So you froze for a second. There you go. 279 listings at the same time. You're managing.
Can you hear me now?
Now I got you.
Now I got, okay. During the height of my career, I had those 279 listings. I was managing a lot of agents. I was trying to open up another real estate company as a property management company. And I was running all around, and I had a girl that I was dating who's now my wife. But during that time, right, it was really difficult to actually have a life, because, she would call me and say, hey, can we go to a movie, or hang on, I've got, a marketing report I got to send out, and Saturday I've got an open house, and Sunday I've got, some buyers I'm taking out, and the rest of the week I'm in meetings and I'm trying to get some marketing together. And I was trying to create Facebook ad campaigns, and I was trying to build single party websites, right? And then I was trying to hire people to do it for me, which then was thousands of dollars. And, so.
You froze again. I love the product, and I love the pricing, and it's easy to understand, which is most important to me. But
right.
There you go. Now you're back, I think. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, you have the opportunity to win back your time, right? In 2023, you have tools that you can leverage. You've got software that you can leverage. And back in the time, I didn't have any time, and it was really stressful. There was many years there I wasn't able to really have a social life or hang out with friends or hang out with my family, because I was trying to do all the things, or I was trying to hire and manage people to do those things for me.
Right.
And now, with artificial intelligence, with really smart software, you can hit the ground running and say, I'm going to create, multiple campaigns that would normally take me, 2 or 3 days to build, that I can now do in just minutes.
That's why, press the easy button. That's what I want. And I love that you created this, because I'm going to be using it. And thank you for your time. We talked for 40, 50 minutes, which I love. Thank you for your time. I could sit here all day and talk about ChatGPT. What do you think? How do you use it? All that good stuff. You made a great post, and I'm going to share that about ChatGPT.
Yes. No, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to jump on another one. We can dive in.
Good.
AI. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Stacie,
And yeah, and agents out there, I know it's tough right now. I know a lot of agents are thinking about leaving, and right when you're ready to quit, you got to dig deep, and you got to double down. And this is one way that you can double down and save time freedom, and expand your exposure in the area. So thank you so much again, Travis. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Stacie. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome. Very good. Okay.